big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. The hand read. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 43.
They'll begin the drive with Neal. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Neal. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
58, Mike. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Off. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Watch 36 to Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6 at the 30-yard line.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him for a loss of a couple. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Josh Allen, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now again, right side. It's Neal, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
50, Mike's 50. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
On second down, it's Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Third down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
50 the mic, 50 the mic. Not here. Out.
On second down now, it's Neal. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. This is Neal. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second down, it's Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is
caught at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
He'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
In your face.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half from Murray. Jones has it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going deep for a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Neal as they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 58 right there. Rip right, rip right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big third down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Murray now on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Murray now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Cardinals. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
They'll start on the ground with Neal. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Neal. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll keep it on the ground. Neal. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On second down, here's Murray. Being chased out left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
552. Yeah, that's what I do.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll begin the drive with a handoff to Neal. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. 2nd and 10. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. On play action, they'll throw. Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
Room here to run. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Go. 54. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
58 for Mike. 58.
On 3rd down, it's Neal. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go!
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Ringo. At 58.
They run with Neal. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
58, come on. I got one. Go. It comes to me, it's me.
They'll keep it on the ground. Neal. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray. Rolling to his left. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. On 1st down, it's Neal, and some room to work. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jags, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.